What's for you is gonna be what's for you, my friend. And sometimes we like to try to force things that is giving signs that is not for us, but we feel so comfortable and we feel so good about that thing that is in our life or that certain someone that is in our life to where we feel like that person is a part of us. And yes, sometimes it may feel like that. You may be completely attached to that person. You may be attached to that person because that was your first love, or maybe that was just your first attachment. But what really matters in the end is your happiness. Is all of this trauma, is all of this argument, is all of this extraness really worth it in the long run? Do you see yourself growing with that person or that thing around you? Whatever it is, that's why I said thing. So, what I'm trying to get you to understand is what is for you is going to be what's for you. A lot of times we try to force things. And the reason that we try to force things is because it may feel good in the moment, because of that quick dopamine. It may feel good. So we try to keep whatever's in our life at that moment still with us, even though it feels good, but it's really hurting us in the inside, if you know what I mean. Because we like to try to ignore these signs that this thing is hurting us just because of how it's going on right now and what is going on right now. We try to ignore those signs because of how it feels. So, you know what's going on in your life. You know what is good for you. You know what is bad for you. You have to start listening to your gut feeling, because you will be way more hurt than you are right now going through whatever you're going through because you held on so long. Is it worth the pain in the end to be so in love and attached with this person, but in the inside you hurting? Is it really worth it? Is it worth the pain? You know what is bad for you. You know what you need to let go of. And if you need to let go of that person or that object or whatever it is, then you need to let go, because it is not worth the pain. It is not worth the trauma that you're going to build upon yourself on purpose. Some things you cannot control, but you can control what you have held on to. So I want y'all to understand. Know that whatever you are holding on to that is internally hurting you, internally making you sad, internally making you just not attend to any of your goals, not do any of your lifestyle habits, just anything, just making you completely vulnerable to anything. You gotta let go of it, because what is for you is gonna be what's for you, and that's that simple. What is going to be in your life is going to be in your life regardless. But we don't need to be forcing love upon people and making yourself and tricking your mind that this person is for you, when in reality they are hurting you way more than they're loving you. You gotta understand the difference. You gotta understand the difference between somebody loving you and somebody hurting you. Is this person really bringing you peace? Is this person really bringing you that happiness? Are you happy with yourself? Is the first question. Are you happy with yourself? Because in order you to be happy with somebody else, you gotta be happy with yourself. You really thought you could be happy with somebody else if you're not happy with yourself? Come on now. What's for you is what's for you. If that person don't like you, oh well, let them go. Let them go. Because the person that is going to be with you, gonna be with you regardless. And And that's that, and that's final, because I used to be the one to try to obtain love just because it felt good. So, but I had to understand that that wasn't good for me. And that's just my personal opinion, is that I need to let go of things that are not good for me. Simple. Because me personally, I cannot grow with things holding me down and constantly bringing me down. Obviously, things that I can't control is going to bring me down. But the things I can't control, I'm going to let go of it. Because I cannot grow mentally, physically. I cannot grow all around because I am holding on to what is bringing me down. So why should I put my life on the line and my time on the line just because in the moment it feels good, when in reality I'm hurting inside? Why should I do that? Why should I do that to myself? Why should you do that to yourself? That is not fair to yourself at all. But you think it's okay because it feels good, bro. It feels like real love. But every night before I go to bed, I'm crying, or they always blocking me, or we always arguing, or we just don't get along. Why? Is it worth the pain? Is it worth the time? We can fix it. Is it worth the time, my friend? You gotta understand, what is for you is gonna be what's for you, and that's final. That is final. That is final. I don't want to see y'all getting hurt because you are choosing to stay with this person because you feel like you don't have nobody else. When, let me tell you, my friend, there are people on this earth right now. If you think that you have nobody, or if nobody loves you, I love you, man. I love you. If you believe that there is nobody, or if you think there's somebody, bro, I want to tell you, I love you, man. I love you. You are beautiful. You are perfect. You are great. You are great. So don't let anybody or anything get in your way just because they don't want you, or they don't like you, or they don't see you as this. You are beautiful the way you are. You are great. You are powerful. I want you to know that. I want you to know that, and I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to give up because I was almost there. I almost gave up, but only way is up. The journey does not stop ever since the beginning. I love every single one of y'all, and I will see y'all on the next video.